everyone, welcome to a brand new video from me, Pickles Parker Reviews. Now today I thought I would do a video on the two trailers that have been released recently. So let's start off with the Marvel trailer. Now everyone I speak to seems to be really hyped for this film. I'm not quite as hyped as they are, and I think that might be due to my lack of understanding with the character. I'm not as familiar with Captain Marvel as many people are. Obviously there's like Marvel, and then there's Miss Marvel, and then there's Captain Marvel, and there's all these different Captain Marvels and stuff, and I'm not as familiar with it with other people, which is probably why I'm not as hyped for this as I would be for something like, you know, Spider-Man Far From Home, because I really like Spider-Man as a character. I'm not as familiar with Captain Marvel as a character as some other people are. But in terms of this specific trailer, it all looks quite good. Obviously it's set in the 90s, and I like how they've kind of de-aged Samuel Jackson for Nick Fury. He does look quite young, and obviously you see a quick glimpse of Coulson in the trailer, and he looks a bit younger as well. And obviously you see key things that sets it in the 90s, like you see the blockbuster video almost as soon as the trailer starts, which I instantly noticed. Brie Larson looks good as Captain Marvel. Not much to say there, Ray. We don't really see a lot of her like speaking or anything, just her doing things. You know, the Skrull cities and the Kreyn and things like that, that all looks okay. Obviously that old woman she was punching, I presume that's a Skrull in disguise. But yeah, it all looks good. The music's okay, not as good as some other trailers, but it's still pretty good. I've not much to say. I'm not as hyped as some other people are, but it all looks very good, and it will certainly make for a good, you know, film. I'm not necessarily sure if I think Captain Marvel should be the one to defeat Thanos, as some rumours are suggesting, mainly because, you know, it's a new character and it will just seem a bit odd. I know Captain Marvel's supposed to be around for this whole entire time, but I think it would just feel a bit out of place that this new character comes in and defeats, you know, Thanos. And also, I'm not really sure where Captain Marvel was in the first Avengers movie, and since then, why wasn't Captain Marvel called in if Nick Fury knew about her in all this time? I'm sure this will be answered in the film. These are just some things I'm wondering. It's a good trailer, not as good as some other recent trailers from Marvel from their previous films, but it still looks pretty good and looks to be a very exciting movie. Now, the second trailer is X-Men Dark Phoenix, or just Dark Phoenix as it's been stylized, with like a circle around the X to show you that it's an X-Men film. Don't really know why they did that, why they just didn't call it X-Men Dark Phoenix, but you know, there we go. Now, there's not been much appetite for these X-Men movies, especially now we know that Marvel are buying the rights to the X-Men, and this is most likely going to be the last film, so not many people care about this anyway. And the fact is that they're just doing a retread of The Last Stand confuses me. The whole Jean Grey Dark Phoenix subplot in Last Stand, it was alright, you know. I don't hate The Last Stand as much as some other people do, but I don't think it's a great film, really. It's definitely one of the weaker X-Men films, and, you know, I don't know why they're just retreading basically everything in this movie. I don't have to tell you what's in the trailer, because you've seen it done before in The Last Stand. It's just like a remake with this new cast, which just confuses me, really. Like, there's plenty of other X-Men material to do. Why do you have to do this just with the new cast? Obviously James McAvoy as Charles Xavier, he's always good, but, you know, do I have an appetite for this movie? Do I really want to see this movie? No, I couldn't care less if I didn't see this movie, to be honest. We all know the X-Men are going to Marvel now, And who can really be bothered to just see a shameless remake of a not-so-great X-Men film released only about 10 years ago, just with the new cast? Not me. Not many people by the sound of it. So yeah, it doesn't look great, and to be honest, I really can't be bothered to see this movie. Yeah, those are my thoughts on these two trailers. Captain Marvel looks to be quite good. Dark Phoenix, nope. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it, and leave a sub as well, and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, bye. Listen.